Hello and welcome to the Expensive Coins History channel, where coins come to life, and every piece of metal tells a story richer than gold. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a fascinating journey into numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into one of South Korea's most intriguing and mysterious coins, the 1993 no-mint Mark 101 coin. It may look like just another piece of everyday currency, but it hides a secret that has left collectors and experts baffled for decades. We'll explore the historical context behind the coin, the reason it became such a rare find, and why this ordinary-looking piece could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in 2025. Stay tuned, because this is more than just a coin, it's a national enigma. To understand the importance of the 1993 101 coin without a mint mark, we need to first take a quick look at the evolution of South Korea's coinage system. The 101 coin was first introduced in 1970, replacing earlier denominations as the country transitioned through rapid economic development. The 101 coin has always featured Admiral Lee Sun-sin on the obverse, a revered naval commander from the Joseon dynasty, and its design has remained relatively consistent for decades. However, from 1983 onwards, South Korea began using a mint mark system. All coins minted at the Korea Minting and Security Printing Corporation, KOMSCO, carried a small mark indicating their origin. This mint mark was typically a small character or symbol located on the reverse side of the coin, denoting the year of minting and ensuring quality control. Then came the year 1993. A batch of 101 coins was released into circulation that year, but something was different. A small number of these coins were found to be missing the mint mark entirely. This anomaly quickly caught the attention of collectors and experts alike. Was it a minting error? A deliberate trial? Or simply a result of a transitional production phase? The true reason remains unknown, but one thing is certain: the 1993 no-mint Mark 101 coin is a rarity. In the world of numismatics, the value of a coin is often dictated by three key factors: rarity, historical significance, and condition. The 1993 no-mint Mark 101 coin ticks all three boxes. Firstly, its rarity is undeniable. Although South Korea produced millions of 101 coins in 1993, only a tiny fraction of them were minted without the mark. The absence of a mint mark is not something that could go unnoticed by quality control teams, especially in a modern minting facility like KOMSCO. This makes many experts believe the error occurred in a very small production run, possibly due to equipment malfunction or during a transition phase in minting dies. Over the years, only a handful of these coins have been reported. Collectors often compare this coin to famous mint error coins from other countries, such as the 1943 copper penny from the United States, which are similarly the result of unusual minting circumstances. Because the coin was released into general circulation, many of the surviving specimens show signs of wear. High-grade examples, especially those in uncirculated or mint state condition, are incredibly rare. If you happen to own one in pristine condition, you are likely holding a small treasure. Now let's get to the question that's on every collector's mind: how much is the 1993 no-mint Mark 101 coin worth today, in 2025? Over the past few years, interest in rare Korean coins has surged. With the rise of online auctions, numismatic forums, and global collector communities, demand for this specific coin has grown significantly. In 2021 and 2022, the coin occasionally surfaced on Korean auction sites and numismatic events, fetching prices ranging from the equivalent of $100 to $500, depending on condition. Fast forward to 2025, and the coin has seen an even bigger jump in value. As of July 2025, well-preserved examples in extremely fine or almost uncirculated condition are selling for $600 to $1,200. Coins graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC have fetched even more. One specimen graded MS63 recently sold for over $1,500 at an international online auction. Lower grade examples, particularly those showing moderate to heavy wear, typically range from $80 to $300, depending on the severity of wear and the visibility of design elements. The market continues to be bullish on this coin, with many collectors seeing it as both a rare piece of modern Korean history and a promising investment for the future. Its appeal is not limited to Korean collectors either. International collectors of rare coins and modern rarities have also entered the market. Given the rising value and growing interest in this coin, it's important to know how to identify a genuine example and avoid potential fakes. Start by examining the reverse side of the 101 coin. In normal 1993 issues, there is a small mint mark visible just below the year. On the no mint mark version, this symbol is completely absent. However, it's crucial to verify that the absence is not due to excessive wear. Coins that have been heavily circulated may lose detail, which can make it look like the mint mark is missing when in fact it has just faded. To be certain, compare your coin side by side with a standard 1993 101 coin. Look for other signs that can help confirm authenticity, such as strike consistency, rim condition, and coin weight. Professional grading and authentication services can help give a definitive evaluation and greatly increase the resale value of your coin. If you believe you found one of these rare coins, consider consulting with a reputable numismatist or sending it to a grading company for expert analysis. The 1993 no mint mark South Korean 101 coin may have begun as a minor minting anomaly, but over the years, it has cemented its place as one of the most fascinating pieces in modern Korean numismatics. Its rarity, mysterious origin, and growing market value make it a must-have for serious collectors. If you ever come across a 1993 101 coin in your drawer or among your change, take a second look. You just might be holding a small fortune in your hands. We're diving deep into a particularly mysterious and sought-after coin from South Korea, the 1988 no mint mark 101 coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your numismatic journey, this is a coin worth learning about. So grab your magnifying glass, and let's uncover why this small piece of metal could be worth a lot more than face value in 2025. To understand the value and rarity of the 1988 101 coin with no mint mark, we need to look at its historical context. South Korea introduced the 101 coin in 1970, as part of its post-war modernization and economic expansion. This denomination replaced the 100 won note, and featured Admiral Lee Sun-sin, a revered Korean naval commander known for his victories against Japanese naval forces in the 16th century. By 1988, South Korea was in the global spotlight. The country hosted the Summer Olympics in Seoul that year, and the event marked South Korea's rapid emergence on the world stage both economically and politically. It was also during this time that the Korea Minting and Security Printing Corporation was refining its minting processes. Most 101 coins bear a mint mark, which identifies the facility where the coin was produced. However, in 1988, a limited number of 101 coins were struck without any mint mark at all. The reasons behind this are not officially documented, leading to ongoing debate among collectors and numismatic historians. Now let's explore the mystery that makes this coin so intriguing. The standard 1988 101 coin includes a small mint mark, typically the letter G, for the Gyeongsang Mint or other identifying symbols depending on production runs. However, a small number of these coins lack that marking entirely. These no mint mark versions were either part of a test batch, an error strike, or an extremely limited issue not meant for mass circulation. Due to the lack of official documentation and the extreme scarcity of these coins in the public domain, the 1988 no mint mark 101 coin has become somewhat of a numismatic legend. Over the years, only a few verified examples have surfaced, often sparking bidding wars among collectors. Rarity is one of the key drivers of coin value, and the 1988 no mint mark 101 coin is considered exceptionally rare. Some estimates suggest that fewer than 500 examples may exist, and possibly far fewer in collector-grade condition. What makes authenticating this coin even more complicated is that mint mark placement can sometimes be faint or wear off due to circulation. However, True no-mint mark examples are distinguishable under magnification, especially if the coin's surface shows no trace of the mint mark's expected relief pattern. If you believe you have a 1988 101 coin without a mint mark, it is essential to have it evaluated by a reputable numismatic grading service. In South Korea, the Korea Numismatic Grading Service is the most trusted entity. Internationally, services such as NGC and PCGS can also authenticate and grade South Korean coins. Now, let's talk about the current market trends in 2025. Over the past 5 years, interest in South Korean numismatics has grown exponentially. Increased awareness, globalization of coin collecting, and online auction platforms have brought more attention to rare Korean coins, including the 1988 no-mint mark 100 WON.AS of mid-2025. Authenticated specimens of this rare coin are commanding anywhere from $2,500 to $6,000 depending on condition, provenance, and grading. Uncirculated examples in mint state can fetch significantly more, with the highest known sale to date reaching over $9,200 in a 2024 Heritage Auctions online event. Collectors in Korea, Japan, the United States, and Europe are actively pursuing this coin, which has driven up its auction frequency and price. Coin forums, collector groups, and even TikTok have contributed to the increasing demand, with videos showcasing these coins going viral and creating a surge in interest. Given the coin's rarity and increasing demand, the 1988 no-mint mark 101 coin is widely considered a solid long-term investment for serious collectors. It combines historical significance, Olympic-era provenance, and a genuine mystery due to its undocumented minting. As South Korea continues to rise in cultural and economic prominence, its currency and coins, especially rare pieces, are expected to appreciate in value. If you're considering investing in this coin, ensure you do your due diligence. Only purchase authenticated and graded coins, ideally encapsulated by a certified grading service. Pay close attention to seller reputation, and beware of fakes or cleaned coins which can drastically reduce value. To wrap up, the 1988 no-mint mark 101 coin is not just a piece of metal, it's a symbol of a nation in transition, a rare anomaly in minting history, and a hot topic in today's collector market. Its value in 2025 reflects not just its scarcity, but also its growing status as a cultural and historical artifact. So, whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just stumbled upon this coin in your grandfather's drawer, take it seriously. You could be holding a tiny treasure that's worth thousands of dollars. The 2008 no-mint mark South Korean 101 coin. This unassuming piece of currency has sparked intense interest among collectors, and its value has skyrocketed over the years. But why? What makes it so special? How rare is it, really? And what is its current market value in 2025? Stick around as we explore its origin, history, mintage anomalies, collector demand, and how much it could be worth if you happen to have one in your possession right now. To understand why the 2008 101 coin without a mint mark is such a hot topic, let's first talk about the 101 coin itself. South Korea introduced the 101 coin in 1970, featuring the image of Admiral Lee Sun-sin, a revered national hero from the Joseon dynasty. The design has remained largely unchanged, making it a stable part of South Korea's modern currency system. Minted in cupronickel alloy, this coin has a diameter of 24 mm and a standard weight of 5.42 grams. Typically, South Korean coins minted by the Korea Minting and Security Printing Corporation, also known as KOMSCO, carry no mint mark. However, variations and anomalies in certain years can make some coins incredibly rare, and that brings us to the mysterious case of the 2008 100 WON. At first glance, the 2008 101 coin appears identical to its counterparts from other years. It features the same portrait of Admiral E, the same inscriptions, and the same dimensions. However, what makes this coin stand out is not what it has, but what it's missing. In 2008, South Korea did not officially mint any 101 coins for general circulation. That year, there was a significant drop in demand for coins, and the Bank of Korea chose to focus on minting smaller denominations. According to official mint records, the 101 denomination was not supposed to have been produced in 2008. Yet, against the odds, a small number of 101 coins dated 2008 have been discovered in circulation. These coins carry no mint mark, making them appear legitimate, but their existence defies official documentation. Theories abound as to why they exist. Some suggest they were test strikes. Others believe they were minted for internal use, possibly for coin set purposes or collector kits. Still others speculate a minting error or a small unauthorized batch. Regardless of how they came into being, their rarity is beyond dispute, because these coins were never intended for circulation, and because their total mintage remains unknown. The 2008 no-mint mark 101 coin has become a coveted piece for both domestic and international collectors. Numismatic experts estimate that fewer than a few hundred of these coins may exist, though no official count has ever been released. This extreme scarcity has led to skyrocketing demand over the past several years. Coin collectors across Asia, North America, and Europe actively search for this elusive issue. The value of the 2008 101 coin has continued to climb as more people become aware of its backstory. It now ranks among the top rare modern-era South Korean coins, and even those in circulated condition have fetched significant prices at auction.so. The big question: how much is a 2008 no-mint mark South Korean 101 coin worth in 2025? As of this year, the coin's value depends heavily on condition, provenance, and buyer interest. Here's a breakdown. Circulated examples, showing visible signs of wear, are typically selling for between $150 and $300 USD. Uncirculated specimens, especially those verified by third-party grading services, can command prices ranging from $500 to over $1,200 US. Depending on the grade and the auction platform. Top-grade coins, particularly those graded MS-66 or higher by organizations like PCGS or NGC, have reportedly sold for more than $2,000 US, especially in private sales or specialized coin auctions. Because of its extremely limited availability, the coin's market value continues to show strong upward momentum, and collectors are increasingly viewing it as an investment-grade piece. Before you go diving into your coin jars or buying one online, it's crucial to emphasize the importance of authentication. Due to the high value of this coin, counterfeit versions have begun appearing in the market. If you think you found a 2008 101 coin, or you're considering purchasing one, always ensure it's been authenticated by a reputable third-party grading service. Services like the Korea Minting Corporation, PCGS, or NGC can verify authenticity and assign a grade that significantly influences market value. Also, be wary of online listings that do not provide high-resolution photos or proper documentation. If a deal looks too good to be true, it probably is. The 2008 no-mint mark South Korean 101 coin represents a unique chapter in modern numismatics. Its combination of mystery, rarity, and historical intrigue has turned it into one of the most sought-after South Korean coins of the 21st century. Whether you're a casual collector or a seasoned investor, this coin is a reminder that even in our modern age, numismatic surprises still exist, sometimes in plain sight, tucked away in a drawer or coin jar. If you're lucky enough to come across one, you could be holding a small treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The most iconic and often overlooked coins in American numismatic history, the 1981 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. At first glance, it might seem like just another ordinary penny. But for collectors and experts, the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln cent represents a fascinating blend of history, rarity, and hidden value. In some cases, this seemingly common coin could be worth far more than just a single cent, sometimes even hundreds or thousands of dollars, depending on its condition, variety, and demand in the current 2025 market. So, sit back, grab a magnifying glass if you have one nearby, and let's explore everything you need to know about the 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. To fully understand the significance of the 1981 Lincoln cent, we need to go back in time to 1909. That was the year when the Lincoln cent was first introduced to the American public. Designed by Victor David Brenner to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head penny and marked the first time a real person appeared on a regular issue United States coin. Fast forward to 1981. It was the last full year in which the United States Mint struck 1-cent coins composed primarily of copper. These coins contained approximately 95% copper and 5% zinc, and they had a total weight of 3.11 grams. In 1982, due to the rising cost of copper, the mint transitioned to a new composition, 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper plating. So the 1981 Lincoln penny represents the final chapter of the classic copper cent era. That alone makes it a favorite among collectors. Now let's talk about mint marks. In the world of coin collecting, a mint mark indicates which U.S. mint facility produced the coin. For example, coins struck in Denver bear a small D mint mark, while those produced in San Francisco may carry an S, especially for proof coins. However, if a Lincoln penny does not have a mint mark, meaning it appears as a blank space below the date, it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Philadelphia has historically struck coins without mint marks, although this changed in certain years for other denominations. But for the Lincoln cent in 1981, the lack of a mint mark simply confirms Philadelphia origin. So when we refer to the 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, we're talking about a coin that was minted in Philadelphia using the traditional copper alloy, and that's where things get interesting. In 1981, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 7.5 billion Lincoln cents. That's right, billions with a B. From that number alone, it's easy to assume that these coins are extremely common and have no real value beyond their face value. However, rarity in coin collecting isn't only about how many were minted. It's about how many high-quality examples have survived over time, and whether any unique varieties or errors exist. Most 1981 Lincoln pennies circulated heavily and developed wear and tear. Finding an uncirculated or high-grade example, especially one with rich luster and no contact marks, is far less common today than it might seem. Even scarcer are coins graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC. Moreover, 1981 was a transitional year for die design. The United States Mint used two different master hubs that year, the so-called Type 1 and Type 2. Type 1 features thicker, more rounded lettering on the reverse, while Type 2 is more refined and features sharper, clearer details. Type 2 is more desirable and harder to find among Philadelphia minted coins. A 1981 no mint mark Type 2 Lincoln cent in exceptional condition can command premium prices. When it comes to coin collecting, errors can significantly increase a coin's value. The 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny has been known to exhibit a range of striking errors and varieties that drive up interest and worth. These include double die obverse, DDO, a doubling of design elements on the front of the coin, often seen in the date or in the inscriptions such as Liberty or In God We Trust. Off-center strikes, where the design is not properly aligned, often resulting in a partial blank space on the coin. BIE errors, a die break that appears between the B and E in Liberty, giving the illusion of the word BIE. Clipped planchets and cuds, resulting from faults in the coin blank or die failure. Collectors and dealers place significant value on these errors, particularly if the coin remains in uncirculated condition. Let's now talk about value. The real-world market value of the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln cent in 2025. As with all coins, condition is everything. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, from 1 to 70. A coin in average circulated condition may only be worth 1 cent, or possibly a few cents if it still retains decent eye appeal. However, in uncirculated grades, the value can rise dramatically. MS60 to MS63, these coins may sell for between $1 and $5. MS64 to MS65, in this range, you could see values around $10 to $30, especially for clean and well-struck examples. MS66 to MS67, these are far more difficult to find. Coins graded at this level often command between $50 and $200, depending on eye appeal and certification. MS68 and above, this is the rarest territory. Only a handful of 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln cents have ever received such high grades. If you happen to have a coin like this, fully red, with no spots, flawless surfaces, and strong luster, it could be worth over $1,000 in today's 2025 collector market. Add in an error or a scarce reverse type, and that value could go even higher. For example, auction records have shown that certified examples of the 1981 no-mint mark penny with full red color and MS67 or higher grade have sold for over $1,500, especially when verified by PCGS or NGC.so. How can you tell if your 1981 penny is valuable? First, inspect the coin under good lighting. Look for mint luster, clean surfaces, and a strong strike. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for doubling, die breaks, or other unusual features. If the coin appears uncirculated or you suspect it might be special, consider sending it to a professional grading service. PCGS and NGC offer authentication and grading services that can confirm the true market value of your coin. Also, keep an eye out for the Type 2 reverse. This can be a determining factor in increasing the penny's desirability among collectors. To wrap things up, the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln cent may not seem rare at first glance, but the reality is far more nuanced. Between its place as the last full year of the traditional copper cent, the presence of different reverse types, and the potential for high-grade examples and error coins, the 1981 penny can indeed be worth a lot of money, especially in 2025's competitive numismatic market. So the next time you're sorting through your change or looking through an old coin jar, don't overlook that humble penny. It just might be a hidden treasure. The most intriguing modern pennies in United States coinage history, the 1992 D. Lincoln cent, also known as the Denver minted penny from 1992. While most of these coins are considered common and found in pocket change every day, a rare variety has emerged as a highly coveted treasure among collectors. Stay with us as we explore the history, rarity, errors, and true market value of the 1992 D. Lincoln penny, especially the incredibly valuable close AM variety. If you have one of these, you could be sitting on thousands of dollars. To understand the significance of the 1992 D penny, we must first look at the Lincoln cent series and the changes in its design over the years. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Over the decades, its design has evolved, but the most iconic reverse design, the Lincoln Memorial, was introduced in 1959, celebrating Lincoln's 150th birth anniversary. This design remained until the bicentennial year of 2009. In 1992, something unusual happened at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. A small number of pennies were struck using a proof-style reverse die, resulting in a much closer spacing between the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse, a variety known as the 1992 close AM penny. This variety was never intended for circulation. The design with the close AM was supposed to be used only on proof coins struck in San Francisco. Somehow, it was mistakenly used for regular business strike coins in Denver and Philadelphia. That's what makes the 1992 D close AM penny so rare, and so valuable. Now let's break down how to identify this coin. On most 1992 pennies, the reverse design features a wide AM, meaning there's a visible gap between the A and the M in America. However, on the rare close AM variety, the letters are so close that they almost touch or actually do touch at the base. Here's what you need to look for. Examine the word America on the reverse side. If the bottoms of the A and M are nearly touching or do touch, you may have a close AM. Also, take note of the spacing between the letters and the overall style of the lettering. It should match the style used on proof coins. use a magnifier or a USB microscope to examine the coin in detail. Look at the FG initials near the Lincoln Memorial. On a close AM reverse, they are spaced slightly differently and located closer to the building. If your coin matches these criteria and has a D mint mark, you may have found one of the rarest modern Lincoln cents. The 1992 D close AM penny is extremely rare. As of 2025, fewer than 20 confirmed examples are known to exist. In fact, for many years, this variety remained undiscovered, hidden in circulation or buried in coin collections. The first publicized discovery of the 1992 D close AM came around the year 2009, and since then, every example that has surfaced has gone under intense scrutiny and fetched impressive prices at auction. This rarity is not just about mint error. It's a transitional design variety, a type of mistake that's especially valued by collectors because it represents a shift in production that wasn't meant to occur. Given how few have been found over more than 3 decades, it's believed that no more than a couple dozen exist, and many experts suspect that number may never significantly increase. So, what is a 1992 D close AM penny worth in today's market, in 2025? Let's look at some historical auction data to understand how values have changed over time. In 2012, a 1992 D close AM penny graded MS64 red by PCGS sold for over $20,000. In 2019, another example in MS62 red condition sold for $15,000 at auction. More recently, in early 2025, an authenticated example graded -58 Australian dollars brown sold for just over $10,000 on a major numismatic marketplace. Coins in uncirculated condition, particularly with the red designation, can still command values well above $15,000 to $25,000. Depending on the grade and eye appeal, even coins in lower circulated grades can bring in several $1,000s, depending on market demand and the authenticity of the close AM variety. Keep in mind that only certified coins from reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC are likely to fetch these high prices. Raw, ungraded coins may still be valuable but will be subject to verification and authentication. Now, don't forget, there's also a 1992 close AM penny with no mint mark, which was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This coin is also rare and valuable, but not quite as scarce as the 1992-D. In circulated condition, the 1992 close AM from Philadelphia can sell for $1,500 to $5,000, while mint state examples easily exceed $10,000 or more. However, the 1992 D remains the rarer of the two. So if you find either version, with or without the D mint mark, you're looking at a coin that could potentially change your collecting career. Wondering how you can find one of these coins? Here are a few tips. Search through rolls of pennies from the bank or coin dealers. Examine any 1992 pennies you already have, especially those from Denver. Use proper lighting and magnification to inspect the reverse side. Educate yourself with side-by-side comparisons of wide AM and close AM varieties. Consider submitting your coin for authentication if you suspect you found one. And if you plan to sell a 1992 D close AM penny, make sure you submit it for grading. This not only boosts its market value but also gives buyers confidence in its authenticity. Use reputable auction houses or numismatic marketplaces for maximum exposure and value. The 1992 D Lincoln cent may appear like any other penny, but the close AM variety is one of the rarest modern coins ever discovered. With only a handful known and prices reaching into the tens of thousands of dollars, this penny is a true hidden treasure. So the next time you check your change, take a closer look, because one small detail could turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary discovery. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode of Rare Coin Deep Dives. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a close AM penny or want help identifying one. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.